Alright, so I wanted to show you how to start using your egg cartons as a seed starter. So basically what you're going to do is just get any typical egg carton. It has to be made of the biodegradable material, most are. And you're going to basically be poking holes in the bottom of them, and that'll allow excess water to drain out, not to get too soppy. First what you're going to do is put your seeds in some water, typically like filtered water, and you're going to let that sit for approximately 6 to 10 hours. And then once they're done with that, you can pull them out and wrap them in a paper towel, and kind of just drip some water on the paper towel and stuff it inside of a plastic bag. About 24 hours later after that, you can already see these green beans already starting to germinate. So basically that says it's time to go ahead. We're going to fill this up with some of the potting mix up to about right here on the level, and then we'll put the seeds in, and then we'll fill the rest up to kind of the edge of this line, and we'll show that next. Alright, so now we just basically set our seeds in on top of the soil that we kind of brought up to about this level, and now all we have to do is just take some more soil and place it on top of there. Generous amount there, and you kind of even it out. Basically gonna go to the top here, and then after everything's kind of evened out, we're gonna go ahead and water it, and we can continue on. So basically what we got here is finished product. I went ahead and saturated the soil there. See, it's nice and wet, nice and moist, and you can see also the container is wet too. And so what I can do is just close this lid, and the container kind of acts as a sponge, and it also maintains a little bit of moisture in it, and it's going to give it a little bit of a buffer and help maintain some of that humidity inside of there. So what you're going to do is set this on a cookie sheet or something like that, and then just continue to water this about every other day. And you keep this closed, kind of keep the light out, and then about a couple days everything's going to start to germinate, and then you can just let them grow in there until you're ready to plant. Okay, so we're here with our victory garden and a nice update for you. So we got all of our tomato plants that are growing in nicely over here. We also have all of our snow pea that's growing in, and also the corn that's growing back there. And we have a few other volunteers that have been coming up from last year's crop. But what we didn't get is any of the eggplant to sprout, and then a lot of the green beans that we planted, we had issues with the little tips of them being nipped off the top, and so I went ahead and planted in this egg carton some starter plants so that we can ensure success of this crop. So I went ahead and I'll show a close-up of this and kind of how we did this, and basically we're going to be planting these in the locations where we didn't get much to grow. So what I have here is basically the egg carton, and basically as long as this egg carton is a little bit moist, and it's of course made of the recyclable material, these things should just peel right away. And what you want to do is kind of make cuts or perforations just along where you want that tearing edge to be, and as long as it's a little bit wet, like I said before, it should just tear right off. And then you can peel away this layer, and you can see it has a nice root structure that's already been started for these seedlings, and they're ready to plant. Alright, as you can see here, this root mass that's on here, we just gotta make sure we protect that and be very gentle and peel away the egg carton from the base here. Just be very gentle with it, and it should. We gotta be, all those roots have kind of grown into it, and you can see in the bottom they've kind of grown out of it. So just be very gentle with it. Take your time, and you can just break it apart. You don't have to rip off all of it. Just break it apart, just like that. Alright, there we go. There we go. Alright, so we got a good, nice little root mass there. We've exposed the roots, so now we can go ahead and plant it. Alright, we got our little hole dug there, so basically we're just going to make sure that the plant is going to kind of sit low enough into there, and you're going to want to maybe get it just a little bit lower than what it was normally planted at. You're going to gently set it in there, make sure it's upright, and then we can get some soil from somewhere else and make sure we just augment kind of what it has already. Alright, pack it in a little bit. Alright, there we go. And we got at least one of those leaves that's going to be kind of southern facing, so it should be able to provide just a little bit of shade. But there you go, and it's planted. Now we're just going to make sure we water this, get a nice deep watering, and it should be just fine.